Next up in Arrow's Shawscope Vol.1 set is the Mighty Peking Man. Now this was the one title from this set that I had seen before and have actually reviewed before. But I really appreciate this movie and I wanted to talk about it again. It's a very low budget rip-off movie, but it's one that I think has a lot of charm, a lot of great effects, miniatures, some wonderful standout moments, and it's a movie that's just pure entertainment, even though it is highly derogative of its source material. It is King Kong, it is ripping off that story greatly, it doesn't deviate much from it, but yet it's still fun. It's all about an adventurer named Johnny who tasked with a bunch of other people to go and capture this giant ape that is living in India. And most of the other adventurers kind of fade away and Johnny's still there, and he kind of makes his way into the jungle and discovers A-Cai, played by Evelyn Kraft, who is, well, she is simply perfect in this movie, and she seems to be a friend of the Mighty Peking Man, or Kong, and the usual thing follows. Johnny kind of falls for A-Cai. They decide to take the Mighty Peking Man back to Hong Kong, where they can put on a show. Hopefully he won't escape, rampage, and maybe be shot down from the top of a tall building, but you know, leave some surprises in this complete rip-off. A lot of the things I love about this is just the sort of energy and the way it goes about its business. Miniatures are used a hell of a lot here, and I'm a big fan of those kind of shots, and I find them like really endearing, because majority of this movie is a man in a suit, and it's not even a good man in a suit. It's fairly obvious of what it is, whether they're doing rear screen projection, whether they're doing forced perspectives, or you know, whatever tricks they're using. It all adds to the fun of the movie, and I love the liberal use of all of these tricks. It's not as if it's done once or twice. They're used multiple times throughout the movie to great effect, I think, to create a wonderfully larger scope story than they obviously had budgets for. Now, I think Johnny and A-Cai are two great characters that you can get behind and enjoy. And it just goes to show that even when you are being derivative, even when you are just ripping off the plot of another movie, you can still make it your own by having a little bit of craft and a little bit of fun performances in amongst the movie. I think Evelyn Kraft looks amazing. She is amazing in this film as the most unrealistic jungle dweller who's grew up there. What makes me feel like this? I never knew what love could do. She's just amazing. There's a fantastic sequence when they're heading towards Hong Kong and Johnny comes in and he's like, you know what, you can't just wear your kind of loincloth that you're wearing, you need to wear something a little bit more respectable, and then whips out the most tight-fitting leather hot pants and crop top you've ever seen. But you know, Evelyn does the only thing she can do, and that's just rips them off. Giving us a little bit of titillation that we desire in this movie. The Mighty Peking Man is silly, and like I've said many times, it is King Kong. It is King Kong, but there's a lot of fun to be had here, whether it be the adventuring sequences through the jungle, whether it be the blossoming relationship between A-Cai and Johnny, whether it be back in Hong Kong as the more money grubbing aspects of people and the manipulative nature of certain people come to the forefront. You kind of get that. I like this movie. I've seen it a couple of times. I think it's incredibly fun. And like I said, those miniatures are just wonderful. I don't think they look like the real thing, but I appreciate the effort in going to try and do it and on a budget and create something larger than life. But I would love to know what you think of Mighty Peking, man. I could understand people just hating it on the fact that it is a low budget Kong, but I think it's got a lot of things that make it kind of stand out by its own, whether it be Evelyn Craft just spinning in a circle with a jaguar or a leopard or whatever it is, whether she's just swinging from vine to vine. Pretty much everything great about this movie is Evelyn. I think she's terrific in the role. I want to know what you think of this one. What you think of the miniatures, what you think of the characters, or the fact that it's just a complete rip-off. Let me know in the comment box. We'll have a discussion about this movie. As always, there's more content up here. You can check out mine. If you want to take a second and click that like button, that would be amazing. And if you really want to support me, join the Patreon or the membership program, which would be fantastic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.